I love that. That's fantastic.
Thank you. Kylie got it for me for Christmas.
Isn't that lovely?
And my mom, who's here with me, hiding out in the back.
I meant to say hi to her, but what about her?
You can say bye after. Or hi.
Yeah, I'll say hi and bye. And your mom what?
She just told me that she picked it out. I thought Kylie picked it out. Now I was like, is it even cool?
What did you give her for Christmas?
I got her, actually, it was like a photograph of Kendall from her first ever runway. And I was like, Kendall, you're gonna die around the present.
Did she love it?
She did.
Yeah, I saw her over the holidays.
I heard. I feel like you see my family members more than I do.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that we were going to run into each other, but she was there and
In St. Bart's.
Yeah, saw her and Harry, and they're a cute couple, right?
I don't know. You know, you know more than I do.
Really?
I'm telling you.
They're a cute couple. Yeah.
Good.
Have you not met him?
I have not.
He's very sweet. He's good looking.
He is good looking.
Yeah, he's a good looking guy. What is your app and what do you share on your app?
So my app, all of our apps are pretty much lifestyle apps, and I think, you know, we each get to share our passions, and I love interior design, so, and I know you do too, and I just saw your book and it's amazing. And so, you know, I share a lot about interior design. I share a lot about mom stuff because all my friends will ask me questions, you know, like, where did you get Mason's nightlight? Like when I Instagrammed a photo, it's like the stars that go all over the ceiling, like a star projector. So just like any little tips that people always ask me about, or even through social media, like I'll notice certain questions that I get asked about a lot. So it's really cool to just share like about our life and, you know, lifestyle, and to have one place that, you know, people can go to get all information about us. But I would say mine's the most curated out of all of them.
And do you give advice on, like, how do you have 3 children under the age of, how old is your oldest?
6.
I have a puppy and I cannot keep up. I don't know how you have 3 children under the age of 6 and you're doing it by yourself.
Yes, and like I was scared to do my app because I'm like, when am I gonna have the time? And I said I really don't want to take on any projects unless I really am passionate about them and will give it my all. And so I work on my app like at night when the kids go to bed, and even if it's like 30 minutes and just like work on it, but I love doing it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's great. All right, we're gonna, does Justin Bieber help with the kids at all, or?
No, only.
That's the rumor. I know y'all are just friends, right? Or are you really dating him?
We're friends.
You're friends?
Yes.
Why are you smiling that way?
We're friends.
You're smiling as if that maybe it's beyond friends.
I've been smiling this whole time since I've been
No,
sitting
no,
here.
not like that. That was a whole different thing. It just changed from smiling to like a whole, okay, look, now you're drinking water. I know it All right. We'll take a break and talk more about things that make you uncomfortable. It's been a crazy year with everything, with Caitlyn and then with Lamar overdosing, and you know, Khloé was here and we talked to her then, and we just talked during the break that we should FaceTime Khloé and talk about how Lamar is doing, because it's better.
Yeah.
So I think we have.
Her.
Let's FaceTime Khloé. Where you have to do
I
something.
have my phone. And Lamar is doing great, by the way. He was over the weekend. Coco.
Hi.
Is Court so nervous?
No, she was just telling us about her and Justin Bieber and their relationship. She went so far into detail, I was really surprised.
I heard you know more about that than I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were there.
Yeah.
On your Instagram.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What?
When you said friends.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Just friends,
Yes.
everyone.
So, Khloé, we were talking about Lamar, and first of all, you look fantastic. You look gorgeous. And
This is how she looks always, FaceTiming.
all the time?
You guys, look, this is my selfie light on, and this is it off. Boring, gorgeous.
Yes.
Wow.
Why is my selfie light not on my phone right now?
Yeah, why
Because
isn't
you're
it?
a loser, apparently.
I know.
Yeah.
Serious loser.
So let's talk about how Lamar is doing. Kourtney says great.
He's good. He's really good. I actually just told him I had to go FaceTime you guys.
So he's, is he more aware, because he hadn't been out now, I guess he's been to the house and he's walking around and talking and remembering things?
Yeah, no, he's doing really good. His long-term memory is great. His short-term memory isn't so good, but I mean, if I met someone earlier today, I probably wouldn't remember either. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's understandable. But he's great. He's hung out with Court's and Kim's kids. He loves family time, so he's been doing really good. I think it makes him feel good to be around everyone too, and to just be in like a happy environment over obviously where he was.
And I think also like we've explained to him like the situation, and like we were told, you know, he had like 4 hours to live. So it's like a miracle, really.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Every day he'll ask me, like, so what happened to me? Like today specifically, he was like, so how many tubes did I have in me again? And I'm like, I don't know what's too serious to tell you, but I'm honest. I'm like, well, just a lot. I didn't count. I don't know. But it's good that he wants to know these answers, because before he didn't want to know. He wasn't ready to know. So it's great that he's at the point that he's ready to know everything that happened.
Yeah, it sure is. Well, that's great to hear. I'm glad that you were there for us to call you, and great talking to you. And we love.
And
Kourtney.
we gotta go.